other differences?
Yeah, dozens, Lindsay. But let's just say boil it down to dollars and cents. The Category 2 cars cost between $150,000 and $200,000, while our Category 1 cars run between $20,000 and $40,000.
So the cars we're to keep our eyes on are Bob Tullius, number 44, and the green and white TR8. Bob is the pole sitter here in Category 1. And watch out for that number 43, the blue Corvette of Frank Joyce. It's got a yellow stripe. Joyce, you'll remember, is the dentist from Carmel Valley, California, who says his big advantage over Bob Tullius is that he's a lot younger with better reflexes. And then keep in mind the other half of our shootout. Sheriff Inspector Gene Bathello of Auburn, California, number 91, in a blue and red Corvette. Gene is this year's Trans Am point leader so far, and all he has to do is finish this race today to be Trans Am champion. So you can believe that he'll be playing it pretty close to the belt and not looking to make any mistakes. So far, it's number 44, Tullius, number 43, Joyce, number 91, Bathello, with the rest of the Category 1 cars strung out behind in this 52-lap, 1.9-mile asphalt road circuit with 9 deadly turns per lap.
Tullius is a great racer, Lindsay. He always wanted to be an Indy driver, but it didn't work out that way. So he formed Group 44 with Brian Firstenau about 15 years ago. He won the first Trans Am event at Sebring in 1966, won again in Daytona in 67, and was a Trans Am champion in both 76 and 77 in a Jaguar.
I understand the reason Group 44 didn't race the entire season this year was that they started building that car in January. This was to be just a development year. They finished all the testing on July 3rd, entered the Watkins Glen race on July 7th, and when the dust had cleared, there was Bob with Brian spraying champagne in the winner's circle.
That's right, Lindsay, and they encored that act when they came back to Watkins Glen in August.
Pretty good for a development year, and it looks like the TR8 is once more leaving everybody behind. Tullius, well out in front in Category 1, tooling along nearly a lap ahead of Frank Joyce. Apparently, the weight handicap of 400 pounds that Triumph is carrying is not holding number 44 back. The real race here is for second place. Gene Bathello, number 91, in the red and blue Corvette, is breathing down the tail of Frank Joyce, number 43, in the blue Corvette with a yellow stripe. Lou Larriman, number 37, smoking. And at the halfway mark is Bob Tullius, all by himself, alone and apart. Number 44, beginning to lap other Category 1 cars. Bathello and Joyce nearly a lap behind. Unless a miracle happens, there's going to be no cutting off at the pass for Joyce or Bathello where Tullius is concerned. And now Lou Larimer, after pitting the third time, is on his way to the paddocks, having already bitten the dust. There's his dejected wife and only crew member following. What do you think, Al? Is it going to be Tullius all the way in that TR8? What's his big advantage? Or to get down to the real nitty-gritty, why is he so fast?
Well, the rest of the drivers will all say that the car is 100% prepared, and it's strictly a question of money. A good, healthy outlay of money. Take a man like Babe Headley working with a volunteer crew, and to a certain extent that's true with all the racers. Tullius, on the other hand, heads a high-powered professional organization.
And if you ask Bob?
He'd say it's first-class engineering, which may be the same thing. Anyway, you can't take it away from him. He's been racing 18 years, and at 44 years old, it looks like he's just getting better.
Remember, all those cars with the wings on the back are Category 2. Incidentally, Peter Gregg, number 86, is well out in front and on his way to duplicating that win on our last season's series of the racers when we did GT right here at Laguna Seca. As it's been right from the beginning, Bob Tullius, number 44 in the green and white TR8. A lot of oil is beginning to appear on the track now. And the cars are beginning to bite the dust one after another, retiring to the pit, waiting to get into the paddock like it was Saturday morning at the supermarket. The race is still for second place, with Frank Joyce, number 43, and Gene Bathello, number 91, battling it out. Oh, what's this? With only 2 laps to go, Bob Tullius and his Wonder car have wheeled into the pits. Is Tullius in trouble? Is Trans Am Category 1 going to have a new leader? What's the trouble, Al? I don't see any smoke.
Looks to me like he's run out of fuel. Probably deliberately fueled up light to take some weight off the car. And now, with the healthy lead he's got, he can afford to come in for fuel. What he cannot afford to do is run out of fuel in the last lap.
You're right, Al, and there he goes, back on the track. Back in second place, number 43, Frank Joyce, number 91, Gene Bathello, and Gary Carlin, number 92, still vying for second place. Here they come around the last turn, turn 9. The checkered flag is in the air for our winner, Bob Tullius. The 100% prepared, 100% confident, 100%
inside.